when you're focusing on training and watch like how everybody's progressing. It's just your choice. I think it's good to have a lot of events because we are not maybe in the same like timing anyway. But it's good to just go watch. Sometimes like it's up to you to just come watch the event, see what's going on. Because when you battle, like sometimes you stress or whatever, so you kind of watch but you worry at the same time maybe. So yeah, just take your time.
Sometimes you're dancing better when you're watching.
Exactly.
Observe is really.
Because you're watching and you're like, nobody's watching me.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're like, oh shit, but nobody's watching you, no one cares, but you yourself dance really good while watching. And that is just learning yourself.
I do think it's tough as well because we aren't a really big scene, but there are a lot of events, like what Jordan says, like there's an oversaturation of events. So yeah, as long as we build the community up and more people get into it, there'll be more people watching. So Johan, you were next?
Yeah, like if you want to organize an event, you always want to like make people want to come to your event. Like you must like promote, you must do this, you must do that to make sure that everyone or mostly come to the event. But actually it's mostly up to you whether you want to come. But for organizers, we want you to come. Like for Drop to Big, I think I almost post like every day like a video of the meeting. Like almost every day, like Tiana like most of it, and like and like you know, like from promoting stuff every day, like it'll get you in the head, but like you know you sometimes get annoyed, but that's just like organizers like the nature, you have to do that, but up to you into whether or not you want to go.
Alright, cool. So we've got half an hour left, so we're going to start going through it. Before you was Mackenzie. And then after we go through these, so Mackenzie, Weiwei, and Peter, then we're going to jump through our next category. Yeah, Mackenzie.
Coming back to what Alan said, because when no one's watching you, you feel like you can dance better. But I think that's why a lot of events is beneficial for one's ability to perform, because the training and making a dance better is different from than performing that same dance. So I think it's good practice to perform regularly.
Cool, Weiwei. Oh, sorry. Peter was before you.
I sort of added to what Johan was talking about, like bring people in. He was like, whenever I saw Johan, he was like, you come over, you come over. It's like, so annoying. But no, it's like, it was good though, because like, he kind of like, he's putting his whole heart into it. You know, it's like, you see it there, so.
So you came to it out of pity, but... He just kept nagging me, so I was like, yes, I'm coming. Okay, wait.
Yeah, but just with events, don't rely solely on Facebook. You can't just do that because you're only going to reach the people that already know about the event. If you want more people to come, go out of your way to maybe like advertise somewhere else. Good posters. Like I'm sure everyone that walks past here at least notices the posters that you put up. If you only have a Facebook page, only the people that already know about the Facebook like event is going to go to the event. If you have a poster up here, people will see it. Maybe like if you want to spend a bit more money, put it in a magazine and stuff like that. I know it's like that's not feasible for a lot of people, but also word of mouth, talking. There's heaps of other ways to do it rather than just Facebook.
Okay, cool. So we're going to jump to the next one, and we're going to jump through our next one. So the next three we're going to talk about. Four. Sorry, the four we're going to talk about is pay, travel, building the community, and documentation. So let's jump through these, and then we're going to get into the Hip Hop Showdown stuff. Okay, so pay. I just want to touch on it. So if you are teaching somewhere, make sure you're getting at a reasonable amount that you're happy with. So get paid what you're worth. Maybe don't be too crazy and ask for too much money, but obviously, you know, make sure you're getting what you're worth.
Exposure.
So into the next one, which is doing shows and stuff. Yes, you can get exposure from doing shows and commercial work and videos and blah 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 blah. But you can expose yourself. There's so many things we have these days, tools, Instagram, taking your shirt off in the public, dancing. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, get out there, make videos, and make sure you're doing yourself. Yes, you can get exposure from other people's work, but like what Nate always said and always told me was like, okay, everyone's getting paid, yeah, like the lighting guy's getting paid, the camera guy's getting paid, if you're on film. So if you like his shoes, take his shoes. Get something off them, yeah? Because you shouldn't be doing it for free. Me personally, that's how I'm saying how I feel, right? So get something out of them because you shouldn't be taken for granted, even though it's like, oh, I'm being exposed and whatever. yeah, and if you can get paid properly, organize it properly. Because I know the difference between having an agent and being on your own. If you have an agent, they talk to the agent says it's $5,000, then they go, okay, yeah, all right, blah blah blah, and they organize a good fee. If you're by yourself, you might go, oh, I'll do it for like $500. But you know, that's the difference between having an agent, because I can see, because I had an agent when I did acting stuff before, the difference between doing acting things or other dance things and having an agent and not. Because some people would be like, oh yeah, I've got this thing for you, it pays this much. I go, that's really low. And they go, what do you mean it's really low? Man, I know from doing how much people get paid for doing these proper things, yeah? So make sure you do your research on how much maybe you should be getting paid.
Because if you're like kind of doing for dirt cheap, you're undercutting everyone, you know, like especially who are like people who are dancing full time. They need that money to pay the bills, and like I said, exposure. You can't pay your bills with exposure. Asterisks.
Some things, yes, you can do for exposure. Like my girlfriend's like, you should just do it. It'll be really great for you. Hopefully she doesn't see that. But you know, I think that we have worked hard enough to get something out of the efforts we put in. Jun.
Just exactly what you were saying. Sorry, it's got to be another question. And I'm just looking at Jasmine. It was this year. It was this year that they ran the dance camp at the uni.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And sorry, it's exactly what Jack was saying. It just resonated with me. It's like Anthony asked me to teach, and like so did Robin. Those guys asked me to teach, but they still expected me to pay to go to the camp. For me, just individually, like, and I told everyone that was going there to teach, like, why are you going to pay to teach? Because, like, to me, if anyone, you guys are in the uni dance society, you can come and try to get me to understand. It's like, it's a dance, I think it's a dance camp, and there's like hundreds of people going, or whatever, X amount of people, to go there to learn how to dance, except like, you're still making the people that are going there, giving you a service to pay to go. That resonates with me, like, at the same time, like, any teacher that went to go and taught there, I'm just like, you gotta know your worth, like, there's gonna be heaps of people that are gonna come and tell you, like, Anthony, like, sorry, put him on blast, like, but I did speak to him about it. But one of the reasons he told me to come was to get exposure and to meet new friends. I'm not putting him on blast, him and I are cool, by the way. But yeah, because like he didn't understand, because I think then he didn't understand what my perspective was gonna come through, because I came in as treating this as like a job, like a service, but he was more coming to me as like, oh, just come and have fun. You know what I mean? So like my statement being is like, just please know, like, when you're doing it, you know, versus for a job. I don't know how to say this one, like
more like a hobby.
Like if Jack came and he's running an event and he asked me to judge, like I guess I wouldn't charge Jack heaps, you know, because I'm his boy. Okay, fine. Okay, better example. We all did Popping Nation. None of the coaches got paid. None of the coaches got paid for Popping Nation, but because we knew that we were wholeheartedly in this for the community. When there is something as a society where people are actually paying like an amount, when there's a service going on, like, it's a uni-run dance society. So I was thinking it more as from a business perspective. So maybe that's my bad, but you got to know the difference between like when something is run for the service of other people, where you know people aren't making money, versus I'm sure maybe some people put money into the dance camp and they didn't get money back. I just didn't know that perspective, you know. So that's why I had to talk about it.
4,
Yeah.
3,
it's
2,
good.
1.
It's good. Like, I mean, when you get money to do what you love to do, all right, that becomes like, oh, you know, I can live off my passion. Like, what I love to do is my job, it's my career. So a lot of people don't do it because they think, okay, there's not enough money in it. Oh, well, I can't survive if I'm just a dancer. Like, oh, how am I meant to like pay bills or do this or do that? Well, the job here is not even the dancing part. It's how you market yourself. It's how you get that money coming to you. And of course you have to go get that money. You're not just gonna stand there and be like, oh, well, dancers get paid low, so I'm not gonna be a dancer anymore. Like, that's not even the job to me. Dancing's not even the job. Dancing is the fun part. Everything else is the job. So if you're gonna dance and then you're gonna get undercut or get paid low, it does affect all of us. It affects all of us that do treat it as our career. So if you're just doing it for fun, you're taking any job left, right, and center for like $5, then maybe you gotta think twice about what you do.
Because there was remember the it was like a tiling thing. It happened.
Video call, right?
Yeah, Sean Parker, and I thought it was a paid gig, so I messaged them. I go, "Is this a paid gig? Because I'm a dancer to get paid to get gig." He goes, "No, it's a volunteer thing. I'll get exposure." I was like, "I'm not gonna do it because it's yes, it could potentially open doors." But I was waiting. I was like, I can't do it because it's I know the director and the choreographers like are getting paid, and Sydney Festival, so you have to kind of question if someone's holding an event or like getting you to perform or do whatever for free. You go, okay, you have to kind of question, go, are they making money? Like Jack said, it's like, is this guy getting paid? Who's sponsoring it? And if they get paid, then you should at least get a cut from it, or a percentage of that.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with everything you guys are saying, but like I worked, in my 20s I worked professionally, and I think even now I get asked to do stuff and it's like, oh, it's exposure, but it's a two-way thing. You love it, but you're not motivated. I'm not saying that money's the motivator, but when people say, it's definitely taking advantage of anyone. If anyone ever says to you, oh, it's great exposure, they're taking advantage of the fact that you love it. That's A. And B, what you said about undercutting is like Brian Green goes on about this all the time. Like we've got to stop. First of all, we've got to train to be fantastic and for people to value what we do. But when somebody, I think what they don't get is that we do it for the love, but this is hours. This is years.
They just want to exploit
like
it.
how long have you? I've been dancing for a long time. You've been popping for I don't know how long. A musician, happens to musicians all the time. Happens to artists. Oh yeah, you love what you do. It's great exposure. They kind of take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But the more that everybody says
No.
you got to value what I do, what I've done. Doctors, lawyers, they study for years. Just because this is something that we love and that we get good at, it doesn't mean that people should value it less because it's artistic.
Jump to Ferrari.
Yeah, I got approached by Sean Parker as well, and the way they approached me, and they were saying it as if it's like a massive opportunity for me to have a stage to do it for free, and it just made me feel like that everyone else doesn't take dance seriously, and it kind of really annoyed me. And being in the industry as well, as a designer, people still ask me to do their logo for free. But I guess the best way to kind of approach it, and if you feel discouraged to ask for money, is think about how much money you put in dance classes, in uni degrees, whatever, and that will motivate you to kind of be like, okay, maybe even though I love it, I can still ask for money. Because I went for uni 4 years, that cost me what, $50,000, and someone asked me to do a logo for free. So it's kind of the same. Think about how many classes you took at crossover. You probably think maybe $5,000. That's a lot of money, you know what I mean? So I guess just having that confidence to and it kind of affects everyone, like you say.
I just want to just be mindful as well. As much as I agree with just going back to the dance camp as well. I guess you have to see it. There's business that exploits you, but you also, there are some things like organizations, uni societies don't make profit, and then their aim is to, promote hip hop, and they help each other really as well. And I do agree, like you should get paid for them. Be mindful that they are a non-profit. They don't make profit. Nor should you guys make profit. I think, and then you guys are trying to help this community as well. So for me, if someone asks to teach, I don't see it as like too much of a business thing. That they're like, well, I want to share what I know, kind of thing. And then I agree, you should get something back in service, but I wouldn't charge them like too high. Kind of thing. Just be mindful. They're a business, as you should not let them exploit you for just because you're a good person or whatever.
I think that's good, and I like what you're saying, but as well, like for them not to exploit us, we've got to let our own community not exploit us either.
Yeah,
yeah, like don't charge them too high, yeah, because you know and understand where they're coming from as a non-profit, blah blah blah. But if they're just saying come teach, have fun, then it's like not respecting the values of what we're speaking about right now. So they have to understand that it's like, okay, what's a look, we can't pay much, what's a reasonable amount to get you there?
Even the words you use, you know, like if the way they talk to you, you already know how they think, how they're approaching you, what they want from you.
Just so everyone knows, like Alan and Jack and like Keanu, they're trying to make it as like full-time dancers, and a lot of us, we have full-time jobs. Yes, we have other things that we can do, and like it's like when they get asked for a job and they charge a certain price, and then they might come to us. Like this is just me personally. I'll never like undercut Jack or Alan because they're trying to do the dream as being a full-time dancer, and like from what I see it is like my position here is to support those guys. Like we can't have our own community people like fighting amongst each other. Like we should be fighting the fucking business guys and taking their money. Why are we taking money off each other? There has to be a reasonable price. Like Jack during the Poppin Nation organization made it really adamant that he wanted to pay the judges, right? Like none of the coaches were getting paid, you know what I mean? But he still, because we're a part of the organization, the coaches are part of it, right? But we were outsourcing the judges. We didn't get our own judges. So he saw it as an opportunity to be like, all right, we're going to do this legit. We're going to pay the judges. So it's really that mentality that I think we should all try to take on board together.
I think the in-kind cost for all the coaches was like 20k or something at least.
Yeah, if we paid the coaches properly, we worked it out, it'd be like 20k or something.
I'm just saying, like, we're not talking about that.
No, but I'm saying like that. It'd be amazing.
I'm just putting more behind the legitimacy of Jack, even himself trying to be, and even Alan. They're trying to do this full time. They're trying to push the limits for us to make it easier for us in our community. Like how can we go and because even though they are setting the standard, we all set the standard. So you know what I mean? Like we can't like undermine our own people that are trying to do this for a living, right?
Anything else? We're gonna move on. Yeah,
we're moving on.
Can we listen to what the uni society people from their perspective? Because a lot of uni people are here, and I'm also curious about why the uni society is so poor that they can buy all these alcohol to go to the dance camp. They can't.
Yeah, but they
go to dance camp and just like go there to drink.
As an ex-presidente, in terms of I'll give you insight with the money. It's like the societies they work as a grant system. So they still have to pay something up front, and they still have to apply for that grant from the society to the union, and it depends. Like it's the union's decision whether to give you the money back or percentage, and it's not guaranteed. But the good thing about the uni is like they have all the facilities there, all the dance classes.
What are you talking about?
In terms of
he's making the
yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I'm confused.
But so you're saying obviously the university society has to put money in. From anyone that runs an event, anyone that runs anything, if you're not prepared to lose money or put money in, don't run it at all. If you're gonna be like, oh, if I bring this person down, I'm probably gonna lose X amount of money, or I'm scared, I want to break even, then don't run it anyway. Just keep the money. Like why do you have to bring someone down? You're afraid they're gonna lose money. Just don't do it.
For the uni guys,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Same with uni.
I'm just going back to what Ron said. Yeah, why do you buy more alcohol than pay the dancers?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, you get a
I did go to the dance.
like you get a grant. No, but what you're saying is you spend money on alcohol, and you have to buy. So you use the grant money for alcohol rather than paying the thing. Oh yeah, we bought like 10 Smirnoff and Jim Beam, and we just want to get reimbursed for that.
How does it work?
Yeah, it's confusing
I
now.
wasn't personally part of the organizing committee for the dance camp. I did discuss this with one of the members before, and like the alcohol was more like the way of like
live life.
Encouraging people to like go there, have fun. But having said that, it is a direction we are hoping to change.
Yeah.
Because we are hoping to make the camp to.
I think progressively it became more about drinking it.
Yeah, like I remember like from discussing it with, say, Rosanna, who made the first one, it wasn't like that in the first place.
It was like that. I was there in the first one.
Yeah.
And it was just a
Okay. We're running out of time. We're gonna jump just to Jasmine quickly.
Oh, well, Kevin would know. So, this year was my first time going, and as Jim was saying, I don't compare Wollongong to Sydney. Sydney, you have a lot more unis. Wollongong, Group Central's like literally the only thing at uni. I did it, well, I didn't get, like Jim said, I didn't get paid properly, or whatever, but that's a different topic. I did it because if I didn't organise it for Group Central, no one would have gone. If I didn't go, none of them would have gone. And for me, that was my reason for doing it, to bring people, because so they can see what Sydney's like. They're shy people. I'm going to bring them. And Antho is organising next year's one. And we had a conversation, and it's pretty sad, no offense to like, I'm not a uni student. There's a new venue, which I think is dope, and I can talk to Antho about it. But the reason why it's a deterrent is because you can't drink. And I personally think that's stupid. I get the social aspect, you can do that without alcohol, that's just my personal opinion. I get it, it's a bit silly, it's cool, it's a social thing, but people are social through dance without it, so just get over it.
They can make a drink camp.
But I'm just saying to uni people, when Antho comes up with the information, have a think why you're going. You're not going to get shit-faced, you're going to learn something, and that's how you're going to pay people.
Just like, yeah, getting on to paying people. Like, you know, obviously from the ground up, the organized perspective was like, okay, I'm going to charge the people coming to the camp X amount of money. Oh, and I'm going to hope that I'm not going to have to pay the teachers, and teachers are going to come and teach for free, and maybe I'll give them a discount. So if anyone's going to be a part of the organizing thing for next year, why can't you just charge everyone like $5 more, $6, $7, $10 more on the student, like people that are coming to get the service, and just give the teacher the free pass.
Or just allocate money that was already there in the first place.
If you respect the teacher, you would have thought,
yeah, think of the things that you're going to need to run your camp first, and the expenses, and then build it from the ground up. Don't be like, what's the cheapest I can make my camp from the get-go? Like,
it goes for every event. Put another $5 on the event, and then you can pay the judges properly. You can pay the DJ properly.
We're gonna jump.
Okay, so we're gonna jump to the next one. The next one is travel. So congratulations to the guys who just traveled to Taiwan. Mackenzie, Bev, Chris, Johan, for representing. Myself, Keanu, Jaya, Kevin, Alan was there, and Sam from Brisbane for Clarence, and oh, sorry, Lyndon. So it's really good to see a lot more Aussies, and a big shout out to Alan, who's been over for a couple of months representing in Japan and Korea, America, Taiwan. That's really, really good. So the next topic we're just quickly going to touch on is traveling to overseas events and the effort you put in. Something like Co, are you still in the room? Is Co still here? So Co would like to see more events where you know, you could win a flight to represent. I'd love to put that on. That's not him saying that makes me G to try and provide that if I can find a cheap flight. Yeah. So but something Keanu said to us the other day when we were talking about what to talk about here is like, if people aren't willing to go to like Wollongong or Wiley Park or whatever for an event, then you know, I don't know about traveling overseas. Do you want to elaborate, Keanu, what you said? Pretty much what you said. I forgot your exact quote.
Even traveling interstate.
Traveling interstate. Sydney should definitely represent in Melbourne and Adelaide and Perth and
When was the last
Brisbane
time
more.
Sydney dancers went interstate for a battle, like poppers?
I never remember.
I've wanted to do a state of origin for like the dance scene for ages, and it will happen
Popping
one day.
Nation State of Origin. It's scheduled for 2018. Alan, do you have some words of advice for people wanting to travel?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to travel, maybe you should start local first. You know, like try to get out of your house.
There's a lot of benefits.
That's my biggest.
You can afford a train ticket once a week, you know, twice a week, and then work your way up, you know, and then maybe hit the city, hit a different city, go to a different suburb. Well, for me, I started very young, so I mean, when I was 18, I started, and well, when I was 16, I was in France, and then when I was 18, I went to Korea for about it was a paid trip, because me, Keanu, and Doc, B-boy from 143, we actually won an event, so we won the prelim share and we were flown there. Busan Hip Hop International. So we were flown there, and I used that as an opportunity to really stay there. So I used that as an opportunity, and I extended my flight, and I contacted some friends, and I said, can I stay at your place for like a few months? And I really want to see what it's all about. I want to see the people I see on the screen in front of me. I want to be friends with my idols. I want to even like battle my idols, and it's all happened. For me, it's all happened for the past 4 years. But of course, there's so much more that I want to achieve that is unimaginable right now. But for everybody that wants to start, it's really just start. Because that's the hardest thing that you still haven't done. Start. You just haven't started. So I have a lot of students that now they've just started, and some of them travel with me. And I meet a lot of us Aussies like around different countries, and we meet up. And like Jack said, it's good to see more of us doing it. But like if you haven't done it, now you can see that there are more of us doing it. It's clearly not impossible. You just gotta make it work within your restraints. Everybody's got responsibilities, some more than others. But don't let that hold you down. Don't let that make you have a reason not to get out of your house, right? We all have days where we don't want to leave the house. We don't want to go to work. But, just get up and go. Because that's the only way you're going to have the next day. And the next day might be better than the previous day. You never know. Just give it your all. Like if this is the thing you want to do, and if it's not, if you don't know yet, just give it a go, because maybe you'll find out. Maybe you come and you won't like it. Who knows? Like just maybe give it a go. But if you think it's too much of a big risk, that's totally up to you. I thought the risk, I gave it 110%. It was the biggest risk I ever gave, and I think it was the best risk that I ever did. Yeah, Keanu?
Oh yeah, I just want to say, like, even if your goal isn't to like go and compete or win, more like almost 2 years ago, I went to Pop Box, right? I just went there to see like all my favorite dancers, but I entered just for fun, and I made top 12. Like, for some reason, I don't know. My goal was just to watch and have fun and just be a part of it, even just from an audience view. So don't just be down if you just I didn't make it. Damn, just take it all in. And
yeah, it's experience.
Same with you as well.
It's experience.
It's like in Sydney, we have the benefit of having the biggest and the most events in Sydney, and it kind of makes us kind of stay within our shell a bit more than any other state. So we have to travel as well. That's the experience. Everything.
Yeah, don't think this is it. Like this is just like every city. You can't say it's pretty much the same. It's just a label. Every city is just a different label. So why are you stuck? Like, why do you think you're stuck here? You're not. No, you're just confining yourself. Yeah. So you should go, and you might meet a lot of people who you bond with that are actually not here, that are actually overseas. And actually, a lot of people came here, like from different countries. Like almost half the room is not from here, right? So the people who are from here, like, aren't you curious? Just be a little curious and then go and enjoy it. Like Keanu said, not everybody goes to win, and if you don't win, like, just take the experience. Yeah, bro.
I haven't traveled as much as Alan, but if you think about it, dance is like your passport. Because when I went to Japan for the first time, I couldn't speak Japanese, but as soon as I saw a guy dancing in front of the mirror, and then, like, we just started, not even talking, just dancing, jamming. That's how you make friends, I guess. Like, doesn't matter which country you're in, you all have the dance. So yeah, it's exactly what.
Yeah, that's the universal thing. Yeah. So don't just think, oh, I'm from Sydney and it's like going to a different country is so hard. Of course, it's going to take a toll on your pocket, but you got to make it work. Don't buy those shoes. Like, don't buy that new jacket. Just save, if that's what you want. Not saying this is for everyone, because it's not easy. It definitely, that was the last thing it was for me. Easy. That's not easy. But it was like the most enjoyable thing, and like I would never ever regret it. Because I mean, I just came back like this week, and I was gone since July. I hit up like China 3 times. I hit up Korea 2 times. I hit up Japan 3 times. I was in LA. I did a whole bunch of stuff, you know, and it was all one-way ticket. I did it on the go. I mean, not everybody's like me and wants to do it like that. So you just find your way. But the biggest thing is that most of you guys haven't started. So this is all you know.
Alright, cool. We're going to jump. Dennis is just going to finish off the last 2 points, and then that's it.
So in terms of the next part is about building the community, you know, and the scene has grown enough where it's grown so big that it's you're distracting everyone, Jack. So it's grown so big that one person can't do everything. Okay, one person can't do everything, and everyone should have kind of a role in the community. For example, like one can be like Alan repping overseas and like making connections. That's his role in the community. One person can be flying someone down. Some people can like do grassroots events like Poppin Nation and stuff. You know, you get just different roles, but they all have the same goal: is to build a community. You know, and it's very hard to do everything. Like if maybe there's 2 people, you can do everything. But we got like, your turn? Yeah, you got like a lot of people now, so we have to take. But the main point is communication between everyone. It's like know what other people want to do. You know, like and I remember the first time I met Jack, it was we didn't like Jack didn't like me, I liked him. And then we didn't like kind of collaborate, like didn't do anything until like 8 years ago or something, and then we collaborated. We had the same goal, but we had different approaches, and then we're still doing it now, which is good, you know. So everyone communicate each other, like know what each other person is doing and what roles, you know. So it's important.
And that's not saying you shouldn't do it. Like you can try everything. You can rep overseas and do this and do that and do that. But just help, you know, you can get help. The scene is big enough now to help other people's events. And you know, it's not just like I'm just gonna do this. You know, you can do a bit of everything. Like, don't overload yourself. Try and put the best into what you're focusing on.
Just respect each other. Yeah, that goes a long way. So, I mean, if somebody's teaching, don't walk into their class and bring your students into their class and be like, well, I'm teaching next. Or, oh, well, you're overtime. Wait outside. Yeah? If you see somebody's teaching and you're the student of the next class, wait outside. If you see your friends don't know somebody's teaching, tell your friend, hey, there's a class going on. Let's wait outside. That's just common respect. And without respect, we don't have any of this. You don't have to like each other. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like the person next to you. But you just respect each other because we're in the same culture. Yeah? So just, once you step over the line for me, if you don't respect me and you show that, I'll definitely tell you. And I'll show you and I'll put it in front of you. I'll lay it all out in front of everybody. So just don't do that to me or each other, because this is what brings us together. And if you're disrespected, don't not say anything about it. Just because you think you're nobody, or you think that, oh, I'm not famous or whatever, but he's disrespecting me, I shouldn't say anything. No, you should speak up. Because nobody should disrespect anybody. No matter how long you've been dancing, how good you are, how crap you are, there's no crap. It's just people. So you don't respect each other, just please get out. Just don't even come into this community. It's not for you.
personal topic on it, but like clothing, I guess you can support like clothing. Let's support it. And promoting, I mean, you can go street and clothing, that's promoting.
He's saying if you want to support street dance clothing, you can support Weiwei stuff and other people's stuff like M&J Chocolates and other people's stuff.
So
that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, and I got one more, like documentation of the community. You know, it's like when I was looking for old footage, I was going through my old CDs, and some of the CDs are like getting old and you can't read it. So I lost that footage. You know, so we live in a society where everyone has camera phone. Everyone has. It's cheap to get a video recording device, and you know like. Everyone should kind of document their history, you know. It's like maybe down 10 years, 20 years down the track, you're like, who's this guy, you know? But at least you have it there to go, okay, this is what I've done, or this is how it was before. And I know a lot of problems in the overseas community where they who created this, who created that, you know? Because you have no video proof. It's like, of course it's hard for them. Because back then a camera is like super expensive, and but right now it's like. Everyone like their training videos either save it somewhere, you know. It's everyone's part of the history, like everyone here, you know. It's even though it's how small it is, you're still part of it. You're still your input in the community and document history. Woo! And this is anything else?
And support the people that are teaching right now. Like Jack has a class, Keanu has a class, I have a class. Dennis, do you have a class?
No.
Dennis has privates, so you can see. You know, like, so, I mean, if you want to learn popping, then support us and let us teach you and let us show you what we know instead of, just running your mouth. So that's about it. Just support our classes.
Because Hip Hop Showdown is about to start, we'll wrap it up and everyone can get ready.
Thank you, everyone.
I wasn't finished. All out. Yeah, if you do have anything you guys want to discuss, I mean, we're still going to be here even though the thing is finished. We can all talk right after. It doesn't mean 6 o'clock and we're done. So if you're going to do the Hip Hop Showdown suite, go and support that. And if you want to bring up anything else, we're here to talk the suite. So please bring it up if so. And we'll just watch the doco one more time for the people who came late.
And it was good. This is connecting. This is, so thank you everyone. Thanks for your time. Thanks for everyone's input. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jack. And thank you to myself.
Also, don't forget to give a gold coin donation, and whatever food is over there, please
eat it all.
Yeah?
Go for it.
Okay.
What is Poppin Nation? Poppin Nation is a dance league made for the poppers in Sydney that's organised by Sydney poppers. I'm using Poppin a lot, yeah? The history of Poppin Nation was, I basically just thought about it on the bus. I just thought soccer comps, basketball comps, they all have this, but people don't know each other, but they come together for the same purpose, to win games and have fun and meet people. So I thought we could do the same thing with dance, and we tried it small at Crossover Dance Studio in the city. Over the years it's grown into 4 events over the year and moved out of just the studio, and we are now making it.
The aim of Poppin Nation is to encourage development for the dancers, the current poppers in the community, and to meet new people,
make new friends, get entry into dancing. And I think after these 3 months, it kind of forced me to train and make myself reach up to my own expectations.
This round, we just had so much fun during practices, so it really blew any type of expectation that I had. So it's a huge commitment. I mean, 6 months, and we're all grown up. I think. Yeah, improve the lives, have a lot of fun, eat a lot of things together.
Well, I suppose you could say Poppin Nation, even though it might be the brainchild of Jack and Dennis, Poppin Nation is definitely a tribute to what was here in the centre, going way, way back to, when you were Rainy Harris and taking on the hip hop and the breaking scene. And it's great to see something that's evolved from that. So I'm not saying it is a tribute, a homage to those guys, but it's great to see that Jack and Dennis have seen something that they can make unique to themselves.
So it's really good to see all the different poppers from Sydney come together for a few competitions for the last few months, and it's been really good just to see the scene.
Hi everyone, I'm Poppin from Korea, the B family.
My name is Romeo.
Yeah, my name is Karen, also go by Karen. I'm looking for creativity, but also foundation. So how you can use the foundation and use your own style on top of that.
For me, the most important thing is the music and making sure that you're on beat. And without the music, there's no dance. So that's what I look for first. It's got to be musicality. Technique comes after that, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Since this is a group work, so I'll look at routine firstly, and then also I'll look at how people represent the music.
My Poppin Nation experience was interesting, was very fun. I get to see a lot of talent that I haven't seen before.
I think the best thing about Poppin Nation is watching every single popper just work together. Having this group routine, having that team bonding, in that small amount of time that together, they improve so much.
Well, what I learned during my time is so trying to gather different people from different places into one spot, that everyone can come together as long as they're on the same page.
Especially with people who've never worked before. So that was a challenge, but overall I super enjoyed this year's Poppin Nation.
And I'm really grateful for my Poppin Nation experience because I had a really, really good team who could be self-autonomous, but also had a really great leader as well, just Lyndon. As a coach, I learned to be more empathetic with my team, and just to be more understandful and mindful of their situations, and just trying to come together to meet up to practice and make routines. And I think that's the main thing that I've learned this year.
Poppin Nation is a great opportunity, a great way to get people involved, especially the youth, and it's a good way to bring them together with teamwork.
I think it's amazing that there's so many teams and so many dancers now. The fact that this all started with Jack and Dennis having a plan and going through with it and organising something on this scale is amazing.
In Korea, we don't have any battle like this, such as Poppin Nation. I think this is a very good opportunity for young dancer. She really respects the organizer who organized this event.
dance has been busy, stressful, but ultimately rewarding. Yeah, satisfied my want to build a better community through dance.
I step back and I see everyone laughing, and then I just think this is such a great memory, like for everyone. They're having so much fun.
Everybody's just giving off really good vibes. It's so easy for me and my crew to take, to host an event like this because everybody looks after everybody else. There's a lot of love in the room, and I can't wait to see
Poppin Nation is a dance league organized by poppers using a lot of fun.
Yeah. You watch that old footage?
Alright, we gotta hold hip hop.
Queen of the night.
Okay.
Please.
I give you money yesterday, right?
Yeah. Can everyone just scoot out so we can
Good job.